Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today we are going to fill out my bullet journal for the start of August. I've had a couple people reach out and ask how I actually use the trackers that are in my Moments and Moods books. And so we are going to set up August together. So if you're new here, the Moments and Moods book is a book that coordinates with a matching sticker book. So these are two different sizes, two different things. This one is entirely stickers. These ones aren't released yet, by the way. These ones release on August 10th. They're undated, but for September, basically. So it's Highland Hideaway themed. So we have got stickers over here, but then specifically this book is where some questions have come in. And if you're interested, there also are printable versions which come in 5 sizes. So it comes all the way from the big Happy Planner, which is letter sized, classic Happy Planner, mini Happy Planner, A5 size, which is what this is, and then also Daily Grind Planner. So you can print them out for whatever size planner you have and punch them into your planner. This one is created on sticker paper so that you can put it into your journal, your notebook. And so you just stick the pages in wherever you'd like. So this is A5 size, so if you don't make any cuts on the page, it fits in something like this pretty easily. But as you can see, it has everything you need to set it up, and they're already cut out, you know, like a sticker, so you can just stick it in. We've got goals, a mood tracker, habit tracker, step tracker, water tracker, and I don't use all of these. I have used them over the years since I've been doing tracking, and I've kept in the ones that my patrons have really liked. We've taken some out over time, added some new ones. Over on Patreon is where we really talk about upcoming themes and changes to any of these books. All right, water tracker, gratitude log, just a challenge. It's like the mood tracker, but you can pick any challenge you'd like. Workout log, monthly miles, so if you're tracking like biking or running or swimming, whatever. A self-care bingo, a month in review, and then a quotes page. And then it goes into like planner pages, undated, in various layouts, which I haven't used in this since this is just tracking, but it has those there if you like creating your own planner. Then it has scrapbook pages of all the things. As I mentioned, this one releases on August 10th, but today we are going to be filling out together my August one, which is the Sweet Sunflowers theme. The Moments and Moods book for this is still available that has all these things. And then the sticker book has restocked. So that one is available again in case you missed it. We have a limited stock available, and once it's gone, it's gone. All the tapes are also still in stock other than the Honey Drip. That one is gone. All right, so we are going to fill this out together and use highlighter and pen and get started for filling it out, as well as fill it out for the first 3 days because it is August 4th. And I've been waiting to find a time to film this with you, so I haven't put anything in it yet. So I have a few days worth of things to get in here. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, I zoomed us in a little bit so you can see a little bit better as we do this, but let's go ahead and get started here. Oftentimes, I will highlight right here, like around it. Let me show you an example, because I think it looks cute. Where's an example, though? That's not one. Nor's that one. Though we could do our outlines like that this time. That would be good. Like this. I like to outline it like that. But with the Honey Drip, we're not going to do that. So I think we will use these two for our goals. So, let's do that first. I've already picked out my 5 colors of mild liners that I'd like to use this month. So let's just, what I like to do is I'm looking at goals. I'm looking at previous goals, like read 5 books. I've been reading a lot more than 5 books every month. So if I had a book goal, it would be different than that. Potty training, we're done. We're good. We got there, guys. So I'm just looking back at previous goals to remember kind of what I've thought about in the previous months as I do this. decluttering, we are big on decluttering right now, so I'm going to put declutter as one of the goals, and then put a little more detail below after I write out declutter. Trying to fit this in. It's a big word for this space. I'm going to do the T's like that and one line across, and we just barely fit, but it works. Okay. So we're going to fill this all out together. Okay, so declutter. So I'm going to do a little checkbox list here, actually, of the areas that I want to declutter this month. We did the kids' bathroom last month. We did the kids' toys and clothes last month. Their closets need to be decluttered and organized. And the primary bedroom's bathroom should be decluttered. So let's say my bathroom. And this is kind of like a checklist this time. I'm just going with it. Z closet and A closet. And then if we get to it, the next one would be the kitchen junk drawer. We all have one. Okay, right now we are dealing with wildfires, and so this week I'm not really going outside at all. So my walking is going down, and there's no guarantee that we're going to have clear air later this month either. There's some really horrific fires going on in eastern Washington, and the wind has pushed the fires this way. So instead of like a walking goal or a step goal, why don't we do like 4 small workouts a week? So again, we are gonna write it and then put a little detail. And I'm gonna put it on 2 lines because I started it way too big, like too wide, so it wasn't gonna fit. And I don't need large workouts every day. Like usually I'm very active with the kids. I'm moving around a lot, but I like to take like short 15 to 20 minute walks just to like take a breather throughout the day, get some air, take a little break, get off the screens if I'm editing or drawing, you know, all that stuff. So even though I can't go out and get some air potentially, let's say 4 times per week, 15 to 20 minutes. And something just to get my heart rate up and take a little break and get the wiggles out, kind of like we do with my kids in big dance parties before bed. Okay, so this one will go back to yellow. And let's see, that would be a good one to do something with work. Advent calendar is done. Pre-orders will start soon, and I'm working on the November items for December. So just like this releases this month and is intended to decorate in September. So November's items, so the December items. So let's say design. And I want to do my main theme, which is the one that has all the matching stuff. And that has at least the sticker book and the Moments and Moods book. Sometimes, like this month, I had washi tapes. Highland Hideaway doesn't have washi tape, so it's not every month that they have matching washi. The December theme is going to be really fun. My patrons voted on a gingerbread theme. So I won't tell you more than that. There's a few more details they voted on, but super fun. We're going to write down stickers and MM for Moments and Moods. And then also a winter sticker kit. There was another design idea my patrons voted on that was like 3 or 4 votes away from winning. And so I'd like to do a sticker kit of some kind for that one if I have time. So those are the design work things I'd like to get done this month with my goals. So we have something for the home. We have something for physical health. We have something for design work. What about for mental health? My bedtime routine has had a lot of reading lately, which is great, but I stay up too late reading and then I have trouble falling asleep. So what if we add back in, I haven't done this in a while, what if we add back in a little bit of meditation or like calming, stretching with some chill music? We'll just call it meditate. And we'll say 10 minutes before bed. And likely, like, everyone has their calming rituals a little bit different. For me, it would be sitting on the bedroom floor, having some calming music playing out on my phone, and doing a whole bunch of kind of moving stretches, not just sitting still and closing my eyes and trying to be as silent as possible. So we'll say 10 minutes and before bed. All right, so that's how I fill out the goals and I think through the various things. I like to break it up by different things. Like we've got the home, physical, mental, and work. Though you could split this out by kids, work, hobbies, whatever you want. Mood tracker, we are going to use these and do this order just because. So I use mild liners for pretty much everything. I love them. You can use any markers or highlighters you have. And the mood tracker is a way to check in each day on how you're feeling and if you're having more stressful moods or sad moods or overwhelm or whatever it is, then you can take a step back and focus on helping yourself in whatever way you need in that moment for whatever you're feeling. So looking at the mood tracker each day kind of helps me to realize, oh, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Let's take it easier tomorrow and fix that. Okay, so I leave this blank because everyone has different things that they want to track. You could cut off the mood tracker and track different things like migraine or stomach ache, or if you're like tracking health things, right? And then you could add in the multicolors on the different days if you have multi-symptoms. So it's very flexible how you use this. But I like to use excited, happy, okay. I sometimes do sad, but let's do stressed here. And then overwhelmed. I'm just going to write overwhelmed because I ran out of space. So I have this set up for 31 days. All of the things are set up for 31 days. So if you're it's undated, right? So if you're using this in a month with 30 or 29 or 28 days, you can just white out the pieces that you don't need, so that this is more useful than just like for August 1 year. So we're going to do the first 3 days right now. And day 1, August 1st, was a really exciting day because we had a beach cabin meetup at my aunt and uncle's cabin. The entire family was there, including people from Texas that I haven't seen in a decade. So it was a lot of fun. I absolutely loved it. Then the next 2 days were happy days. The kids and my husband went out to Seafair. I got some time to just like reset and work a little on the weekend. With summer break, I haven't had a ton of work time. You know, kids having flexible schedules and some camps and other weeks no camps and all of that. Then yesterday was a good day, so happy. Hopefully the sunflower is mostly yellows and oranges throughout the month. We'll see how it turns out. All right, this is my self-care bingo. I absolutely love self-care bingo. It's one of the first things I started doing when I was doing a bullet journal. And at first, I was doing this all by hand in a disc-bound notebook and making all these pages and like doodling things, and it was super fun. But I've been doing self-care bingo a long time. It's a really fun way to be like, oh, I'm overwhelmed. Let's find one thing to do that gives me a little extra self-care. So declutter one space, take a day trip, use positive self-talk, some journal prompts and list prompts. So let's see. What can I check off that I've already done this month in the first 3 days? Let's see. I did go outside for 30 minutes because our beach day on the 1st was basically the entire day outside. Some people set goals or set like prizes for their self-care bingo. I don't, but if you wanted to be like, I'm working my way up to XYZ thing, and then if you get a bingo, then you can get the thing. But let's see. So I went outside. I did unplug for an afternoon one day this week already. So let's do that because we had that whole beach day. I was not on my phone at all, and that was great. Later this month, we are taking a little trip, so we can cross that one off there. I don't think I've done anything else out of these things, but with my goals, sometimes I do my best. Sometimes things aren't exactly. We've got stretch before bed and take 10 minutes for gentle stretching. I'll turn those into 2 items. I do my best, guys. Sometimes something like that slips through. All right, so month in review, I don't fill out till the end of the month, but I put down, there's a little bit of tape stuck there. I put down the most challenging, the highlight of the month, gratitude, most proud of, things I learned and want to remember, and then I have a few boxes for some other things too. And I put the quote here this time. All right, for the gratitude log, let's see. So we have 3 days to fill out, so I am grateful for seeing the entire family. And I'm going to be going over, these are short this time, so I'll just do 2 lines for it, and that's fine. But I like the highlighter to like have a visual of really seeing the breaks between the days. Okay. I am grateful for a day to reset. And then what happened yesterday, thinking through yesterday. You can always write down simple things too, like I'm grateful for hot coffee in the morning. I'm grateful for the warm sun on my back. I'm grateful for candy. Like it can be whatever you want. So let's see, yesterday, the Highland Hideaway stickers and moments and moods arrived, as well as a Halloween Dutch Doors kit, sneak peek. I'll be showing all about those later. So I am grateful my new designs arrived. All right, so I just keep a gratitude log. Normally I'm filling this out 1 day at a time, but because I waited, I'm doing all 3 right now. I like to fill it out the day after everything happens because for 2 reasons. One, it allows me to have a little bit of space from the end of the day so that if the day ended on a really high note or a really low note, the next day I can wake up and think about the entire day rather than that one moment before bed. So I can do a snapshot of the entire day rather than that last moment. I found I like that better. The other reason is that I track my steps, and I don't know my steps until I've gone to bed and woken up the next day. So anyways, habits. So I had a cyst removed last month on my face, and it is like a day away from starting the silicone scar gel and all of that stuff. So let's just do skincare as one of my habits, and I have a whole like nighttime routine. Let's do skincare AM and PM, so that I can really do my whole regimen and make sure I'm putting on that scar gel and sunscreen and all of that. So those are some good habits for me this month that I don't always track. Another thing is I'm wanting to make sure I have a good water intake. So if I feel like I've had enough water the day before, I'll mark this off. I'm not really going to track ounces, but it just will help me focus on getting that fluid in. Now, if you want to track water or something else by like how many you've done, we have these water droplets here. I've used that for months and months and months, but I didn't put it in this time because I only had so much space with this double, the faux Dutch doors and all of that. Okay. Skincare, water. Let's take a look at past habits. Oh, decluttering every day for just a few minutes. Yeah. Because we have our declutter goals. That'll help us get towards it. I liked the off social media at 8 p.m. one. I wasn't great at it, but let's keep trying it. Let's see. The meditation / stretching goal we should put here so we can track it. That's great. Tidying has been a non-issue. Reading and stuff, filling out my planners and journals is a non-issue, not something I need to track. Some of you might want to track those things though. There's the habits from the thing before. Not going to track steps this time. Not going to track design work. This month I was really trying to get the advent calendar going. Responding on social. Yeah, that would be good. I do my best. But some days I don't get to it, and then sometimes comments get lost. So I'm sorry. I try to respond to most everything. But yeah, and then family time. That's a great one to make sure we're making some time for meaningful little things. Even if it's 15 or 30 minutes, having some meaningful time every day is really great. All right, so there we go. Now, with the step tracker, there are only 5 here, and there are 2 here. I rarely hit below like 5,000 or 6,000. We do need to put some colors there just in case. So we're just going to grab, you probably can't hear me as well over here. I'm just going to grab whatever colors I can for a minute. These happen to both be mild liner brush pens, but I'm just using them because I'm probably not going to use them at all, but I want to fill it out. I know we all have different habits and goals, and so it goes all the way from here all the way up to the top because we're all working on different things. So I have those filled out now, and we will go this way. This one will look nice next to those. Like a slightly more muted kind of blue-green, and going into like our green. I thought this one looked nice with the stems and the books. Then we'll just make our way over with these. And I totally am not coloring in the lines here at all or anything. It is what it is. All right, so also, again, how you can use this if you're not tracking steps. You can cut off the step tracker, use this for something else. Like if you're writing a book and want to track your word counts that you've written, if you want to cut off that thing completely and track something else in here, go for it. Do whatever you'd like. So the way that I fill this out is for steps specifically. I write down the number of steps I had that day. And again, we're doing 3 days. We need to fill that out too. I'm doing 3 days because I hadn't filled this out, and now it's August 4th. All right, so I've got those, and then I'll look at the colors and fill them in. Now we have a few little sunflowers poking out, so I'm going to try to draw around it so I'm not getting red on the sunflower. I just think it always ends up looking so cute. Okay, so 6,000 to 8,000 is that one. So we'll do it there. So again, I hope to see more oranges and yellows than anything else on this page. Not so far this month, and maybe not with all the wildfire smoke this month. We'll see. Okay, so skincare AM on the first, we did, let's just use yellow for all of these because of all the yellow on the page. On the first, I did have my skincare because it was all the sunscreen and stuff for the beach day outside. Yesterday, I did skincare. In the evening, I did do my skincare. Okay, so for water, I had a lot of water on the first. I don't think I had a lot of water the last 2 days, so I'm going to focus on that today so I can check it off. And then, let's see, no decluttering on the first, but yes on these days. And then on the first, I was off social media pretty much all day, so I was off at 8 p.m. And then on the second, yesterday, I was up late scrolling. Haven't done any meditation or stretching yet. I did respond to some comments on social yesterday. Had a lot of family time on the first and some on the third. All right. There we go. So that is how I fill everything out. I hope that gave you some ideas of like how I use my mood tracker, the purpose of self-care bingo, and how you might change things up if the trackers aren't exactly what you need, but you could use them for something else. So anyways, let me know your questions in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.